Hey, welcome back to the channel. How much control do you have over your own actions? When you look at your daily routine, how much of it is habitual or reactive? And how much is intentional and under your conscious control? The answer for most people is a mix of both. But what if you could maximize the amount of intentional and conscious behavior that you engage in every day? What if you could minimize the amount of habitual or reactive behaviors? In this video, we're going to help you get closer to that ideal by sharing 10 ways to trigger yourself to do what you want. If you're ready to take control of your life, then let's get into it. 1. Remove temptation. Knowing what triggers you to behave in certain ways can be a great way to start taking control of your habits and actions. For example, let's say you want to stop eating so much sugar. You might want to start by removing temptation. This means getting rid of anything that makes it easy for you to eat sugar, like keeping unhealthy snacks out of the house, avoiding the cookie aisle at the grocery store, and not keeping candy around. By removing temptation, you make it less likely that you'll be triggered to eat sugar. And when you're faced with an opportunity to eat something sweet, you're more likely to choose a healthier option. 2. Create reminders. Creating reminders is another great way to trigger yourself to do what you want. It is essentially a form of pre-framing that makes it more likely that you'll remember what is important when you need to do it. For example, if you're trying to drink more water, you might set up reminders on your phone or post-it notes around your house. Every time you see a reminder, it will serve as a gentle nudge to get you back on track. So whether you want to remember to take out the trash or call your mom, creating reminders can be a helpful way to trigger yourself to take action. 3. Associate with the right people. The people you spend time with can have a major impact on your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. That is why it is important to associate with people who inspire and motivate you to do good things. For example, if you want to eat healthier, spend less time with people who tempt you to eat junk food and spend more time with people who prioritize healthy eating. Similarly, if you want to be more productive, surround yourself with people who share that value. By doing so, you'll create an environment that supports your goals and makes it easier to stay on track. 4. Habit stacking. Habit stacking is a simple yet effective way to trigger yourself to do what you want. It works by pairing a new habit with an existing one. For example, let's say you want to start working out more. Instead of trying to create a new habit of going for a run every morning, you can stack it onto an existing habit like brushing your teeth. Make a rule for yourself that every time you finish brushing your teeth, you'll put on your running shoes and go for a quick jog. Over time, your brain will make the connection between brushing your teeth and going for a run, making it easier to stick to your new workout routine. 5. Reward yourself. Rewarding yourself is an effective way to reinforce positive behaviors and make them more likely to happen again in the future. When you reward yourself for doing something you want, you create a positive association with that behavior. This makes it easier to stay motivated and continue doing it even when you do and feel like it. For example, if you want to read more, set a goal for yourself, like reading one chapter of a book every day, and reward yourself with a nice cup of tea and a cozy blanket after you finish. By pairing reading with a pleasurable experience, you'll create an incentive for yourself to stick to your reading goal. 6. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals by clarifying your vision, building motivation, and enhancing concentration. When you visualize your success, you create a mental image of what you want to achieve, which makes it more real and attainable. This can help you stay focused and motivated, especially when things get tough. For example, if you want to become a public speaker, take some time each day to visualize yourself giving a successful presentation. Visualize the feeling of confidence and accomplishment that comes with it. By doing this regularly, you'll train your mind to believe that is possible and increase your chances of actually achieving it. 7. Use a planner. Using a planner is a great way to structure your day and keep yourself accountable for taking action. A planner allows you to visualize your schedule and allocate time for the things that are important to you. This can help you stay organized and focused, making it easier to achieve your goals. For example, if you want to improve your work-life balance, use a planner to block out time for both work and self-care activities. By scheduling in time for the things that matter most to you, you'll be more likely to make them a priority and follow through on them. 8. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is an important part of taking care of yourself, and it can also be a powerful motivator. When you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, you create a positive feedback loop that encourages you to do good things for yourself. For example, if you try to stick to a healthy diet but you slip up and eat something you shouldn't, instead of beating yourself up about it, acknowledge that it happened, forgive yourself, and move on. By practicing self-compassion, you'll create a supportive inner dialogue that makes it easier to stay on track with your goals. 9. Break tasks into smaller steps. Breaking tasks down into smaller steps is a great way to make them seem less daunting and more achievable. When you break a big task into smaller ones, you create a sense of progress that keeps you motivated and on track. For example, if you want to write a novel, break it down into smaller tasks like writing 500 words a day or finishing a chapter a week. By celebrating the small wins along the way, you'll create a positive feedback loop that makes it easier to stick to your larger goal. 10. Get enough sleep. Getting enough sleep is essential for maintaining both physical and mental health, but it can also be a powerful way to trigger yourself to do what you want. When you're well rested, you're more likely to have the energy and focus to pursue your goals. On the other hand, when you're sleep deprived, you're more likely to feel overwhelmed and give up. For example, if you want to start a new workout routine, make sure you get enough sleep beforehand. You'll be more likely to stick to your routine if you're well rested and have the energy to commit to it. In conclusion, understanding what triggers you to behave in certain ways can be a powerful tool for personal growth and self-improvement. By implementing the tips we've shared in this video, you can create a supportive environment that makes it easier to pursue your goals and live the life you want. Remember that change takes time and effort, but with persistence and self-awareness, you can become the person you want to be.